he didn't tell me who he was suspecting. He more would focus on who he wasn't suspecting. And
And
I'm going to
who?
be honest, I'm really shook right now because Jessica came on three
Hello.
minutes before, hi Brandon, 3 minutes before this started and said, she knows I'm the mole and I have a towel. I'm like, what? I'm I'm like shook right now.
Well,
Well,
you said Chell, what Chell was saying who it wasn't. Who
I
was
knew
Chell
who he
saying?
wasn't suspecting.
Which and who's that?
He didn't suspect Brandon. He didn't suspect me. Um, he did suspect, oh, he didn't suspect Heather. He did suspect Tiffany and Jessica, and in some part you, Jonathan. Sorry to say it.
Fine, he's been in the game longer. So, wow, that's interesting.
yeah, I can tell. I can tell you exactly who he was saying to me.
Yeah, who is he saying to you?
He was thinking maybe Tina, you, Jonathan. Yeah, those were the names he was saying to me.
Wow, maybe he's telling all of us something different.
I mean, it's basically like at this point, you don't know. I mean, every move everybody makes is suspicious, right? So how do you nail in on one person?
Yeah.
And like in retrospect, I know last week was a bad week for me because I wasn't available. I came in and the first challenge I did, I got an exemption. And it's like, yeah, that looks suspicious. How would I know that? I mean, it just happened to work out that way.
Yeah. My advantage. Maybe that saved me my one question advantage that I got.
Yeah.
Heather, when are you gonna get
Hello.
that power?
Well, hopefully soon. Whenever Phil says I can.
I want to know what it is.
Me too. I'm like dying to know.
Wow.
Wait, I need to speak to smaller groups. I'm gonna go to a different room.
Same.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye.
So
I
sweet.
had my camera mute. I had my microphone muted, and the host requested I unmute.
Oh, all good. We went to the room and then I made the rookie mistake of exiting the entire Zoom. So that's why I dropped.
Oh, and then I noticed that the thing was no longer there. But
All good.
just between you and I have an exemption. We can chat after,
Okay.
but it's the mystery power, and it is gonna be this round.
For you?
For me and some other people.
Oh.
Yeah,
And you get to pick?
I get to pick.
How many? Can I ask?
Yep. Two people.
Two other people.
Yeah.
This could be a game changer.
It could.
And you haven't decided yet.
I only decided I was gonna pick you, and I haven't decided on the other person. So I was gonna pick your brain on that.
When do you need an answer on it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't get that from Phil. I only got that it's this round. If I made it to this round.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
We'll keep it.
Yeah. Do you know if does that publicly get announced or no?
I don't know, but I
Okay.
do know that Tina knows about this power because Ryan had told her and Anthony.
Oh my God, Ryan.
I know. But I found out Ryan is Tina's son. So it sort of makes sense that he did tell her.
I did know about that. Yes.
So yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hi,
Interesting.
Tiffany.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you guys?
Good.
Tiffany, Literally like 5 minutes before the call, I was creeping your Facebook profile
Mine?
and finally put two and two to yours and was putting two and two together that you're the Tiffany of like the Hilton of Ron and Phil's wedding. Yes. I didn't
That's
make
me.
that connection before. Yeah.
Tis
They
me.
always talk such lovely things about you, about Tiffany from the and I never put it together that it was you.
Do you work at the Hilton?
I do.
Okay. Are you a
Yeah.
wedding planner or banquet?
Sometimes I like do like a whole bunch of everything. Nobody can explain what my job title is. It's great.
Not even you.
No. I don't know. I just show up and they pay me.
Did anyone think that it was a little bit odd that Jonathan was like, "Oh, Brandon, we'll talk after this"? So like out in the open of like, let's discuss and
Well,
we-
I think Jonathan feels like Chell was telling him one thing and maybe, well, you can ask him, and maybe Jonathan felt that Chell was telling him another thing. And so I was trying to figure out what, like,
we were wondering why you were so
where
curious
Chell's head
to
was
want
actually
to-
at.
why you were so curious to want to chat to Brandon specifically about Chell going out.
Because I thought Brandon was going home tonight. And so I didn't think Brandon was onto the right person at all. And so for Brandon to stay when I thought Chell was onto the right person is really weird for me. So I'm wondering if we're all on the wrong person, but I do think there were some hints along the way in the last quiz even, which also helped me think who it was. I thought it was. So I'm really confused. I'm really confused.
Who do you think Brandon thought it was?
I think Brandon thought it was Jessica.
He told me the same.
And
like very strongly thinks it's you,
yeah.
Jessica.
I don't
And
remember
then-
the last conversation I had with him. I have to look.
And so if Brandon is still here, I'm just like, how is that possible? I thought he was on the complete wrong track of stuff. Having said that, honestly, Jessica, I scored 1 on you. I scored 1 on Chell. So I don't know why
You
I'm
scored
still
1
here.
on me, 1 on
If-
Chell.
Yeah, like questions.
Oh,
out of
like you
10.
put 1 answering if it was me, 1 if it was answering it.
One that I mean, I score it afterwards, and one of them happened to land on you, as well as one of them happened to land on
Oh, gotcha.
Chell. So sometimes it's a group thing, like I'm picking 2 people,
Mhm.
or like if I picked, gray shirts, that
Yeah,
would
yeah.
have been a couple people, So
Yeah, glasses was 1.
glasses is 1, blurred backgrounds was
Yep.
1. So it's yeah. So I scored really low. I was like, God, if Chell's the mole, I scored really, really low. Same with you. But I don't know. Maybe we're all wrong.
Has Brandon said if anyone has helped? Did anyone connect with him after and give him a rundown of how Tuesday went?
No.
I didn't.
I did not, and he did not ask.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like
Maybe him and Chell were working closely together because Chell was pretty bold about saying he had a coalition at the last chat.
Well,
That's everybody.
I said to Brandon, I messaged him and I was like, hey, I hope you're well rested, to try to open the doors for conversation. No response. Same with Tina, left me on red as well. So I was stuck in a room with them. I was like, no, thank you. But I want to see what everyone else has to say who's talking to me. But yeah, it's really interesting because I just don't know what to think. Did he just not do the quiz right? Did he split too much?
If you split too much, you will score very low.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You'll get almost everything wrong.
Well, if you're splitting, you're probably getting 3 on everybody, and maybe that's not good enough, which is why I thought Brandon barking up the wrong tree was gonna be out, and that was confirmation for me, and that did not happen. So I'm like, wait, Jessica, are you the mole? but I got really low on you too. But maybe Chell did 0, so I don't know. And I also had that +1 advantage, so
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
that saved me.
Right.
Oof, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think.
But
So
Chell
did-
said something that he didn't want Anthony.
He didn't want to be Anthony. Like he didn't want to be. Up
Is that
first.
like getting eliminated, or was there something happening behind the scenes that?
No,
I
I think that
think-
was being
I
eliminated.
think he means
first.
that Phil called Anthony first,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
and
got
that it
got
was literally the red screen, and then he got called first. So now whoever gets called first next
first.
week is
I-
going to.
Oh my god, piss themselves. I literally put a check mark next to Chell's name on my thing, being like, yeah, he's safe. They're not gonna do 2 firsts in a row. I have to change it to an X. But yeah, I was really surprised. Oh my god. I'm glad to be here, but I'm surprised. I'm questioning everything. I'm worried that the mole's not going to sabotage this week, because who I think the mole is has been getting wind that people think that they're the mole, and so
Gonna
if
lay
they don't
low.
sabotage this week, they might
Whoever
lay
was
low.
the mole, though, I don't think they sabotaged last week either, because that was a lot of money to the pot.
I think that they couldn't sabotage in the second night, and the first night was their own version of sabotage.
Yeah, whatever that was.
So, but ultimately, like what happened the first night, like we all collectively just missed one of them, and then you're the only one who costs money out of the pot, or I don't remember how it works, like halved it, or I don't know what, because you missed the group call, Heather.
Right.
And then the second night, I feel like there wasn't a lot of places for the mole to maneuver.
What was the
and
challenge again?
It was the
It was
alarms.
No, the second one.
the
rock, paper,
the
scissors.
second one was
Right.
the rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is in the other room right now? Brandon,
And
Tina, and that's it.
Yeah.
Is that all that's left? It's just 6 of us?
Mhm.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah. All the guys have been going, uh-oh.
Maybe it's a trend.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay, I'm gonna go hang out in the cookie shop because I'm hungry.
Cookie shop.
Okay. Oh, that's the name of the room.
And what is the name of this room? Ryan's something?
Wrestling room.
Wrestling room.
Wrestling ring.
Ring.
Wrestling ring.
Maybe we're just smarter than the men.
Yeah, I don't know.
We figured it out.
Who do you think Chell had a coalition with?
Jonathan.
I don't.
Do you think it was a boys' coalition?
Maybe. Maybe.
I don't know. He didn't chat too much with me. Did he chat with you guys?
Jonathan or Chell?
Chell.
No, I
Maybe
haven't
a little
talked to
bit.
him.
Yeah, this is an odd game because my communication has been very minimal.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, and you're only as good as the information other people feed you, right? Like,
It's true. And you almost like maybe I'm just more nervous, but I can't even trust. Is someone going to give
No.
you their actual
That's it,
accurate
right? Because you think
feedback?
somebody's going to spin it, and then I start spinning and going like,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like,
Yeah,
am I
that's fine.
talking to the mole, or are they leading me down the wrong path?
well, and Jonathan.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going back. I think he's talked to Brandon a lot because he was saying that Brandon thought it was Chell.
No, I think Brandon thought it was Jessica.
Brandon told me that he thought it was Jessica, but then Jonathan told me that Brandon thought it was Chell.
Someone else told me that Brandon thought it was me based on my comment last week. I said I've narrowed it down to one person who I think it is, and he messaged me And he's all like, oh, like, who do you think it is? I'm like, I'm not going to tell you that, Brandon.
And I'm like, oh, I never like really tell him anything.
No, I'm not going to tell you. Sorry.
And
And I think
Sorry.
that made him very suspicious of me.
sorry, Jonathan thought it was who? Jonathan thought the mole was Chell?
Mm,
Yeah, because he started, and he could totally just be feeding me stuff because he knows that I'll just spin. But he found different things that he thought was maybe Chell.
oh. Well, obviously he's wrong in that regard.
Oh, breakout rooms will close.
Well, I know
Alright.
nothing.
I don't know. I think one thing, and then something happens, and then I spin.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody suspects somebody else, I'm like, should I be looking in that direction?
Right? Yeah.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
This is stressful.